Welcome to all students of botany department. We have to discussing about this continuation in the my channel Botanica, Dr. Ilahi Mujawar, Department of Botany, KRP Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Islampur. The part of study in the botany is the important group named as the angiosperm. So question is arise, what is this angiosperm? How we have to be discussing about the angiosperm and what we includes the angiospermic plants. So, this angiosperm is nothing but the flowering plants. What about these flowering plants means what? So, whole group of plantae has to be included under the two large groups, that is the cryptogamic groups, non-flowering, and second most the flowering group, that is the angiosperm. This angiosperm is a flowering plant group apart from, completely different from the part of the whole study as per the lower group, that is the cryptogam. This angiosperm group is a most important group and it is highly evolved in vascular plant. No doubt vasculature is present in tree 4 and gymnosperm under the cryptogam, but in this case, these angiospermic plants are the most important plants in the plantae group, and it is most evolved, highly evolved, modified structures of all the parts, not only the reproductive parts, but also all the other parts, including the vegetative parts also. These flowering plants, angiosperms, are the group of the plants where they have been produced flowers, and due to the producing flowers, these flowers take the seeds. So from this seed production, and the Greek word angios plus sperma, that is the angiosperm, and this angios means the vessels. These vessels are connected with two relationships in these groups. One of the vessel means the container, a container in which the seeds are enclosed. That means enclosing structure of the seed is the vessel. And another thing is that the vessel means a particularly connected with the secondary vasculature. That means in secondary xylem, the vessels are present. So most of the cases in the angiosperms, vessels must be present. So vessel containing plants seed-bearing plants which enclosing in the vessel is called as a angiosperm. So these angiospermic plants have to be produced a most important a object, that is the seed. So seed producing plants are called as the angiosperms. This is the most dominant group, no doubt, and this dominant group comprising about 3 lakh plant species. What about 3 lakh plant species? Out of whole group of the plantae including more than 4 lakh plant species, these 3 lakh plant species are included under the flowering plant, that is the angiosperm. That is why it is a largest group in the plantae, and they have been distributed in each and every habitat. Each and every habitat. That means in the mesophytic region, xerophytic region, whatever hydrophytic region. That means all type of the habits have been showing the distribution of the flowering plants, angiosperms. Aquatic plants, most of the cases aquatic plants. Here these plants are also present. The smallest aquatic plant in the angiosperms is Wolffia, that is the duckweed, smallest angiosperm. And what about the largest angiosperms, you have to know? No. Later we discuss in the next part. So this is the most important dominant group of the angiosperms. And these variations also shows in the angiospermic plants, and these variations are present and form in the leaves, flowers and fruits, which have been indicate that it shows great diversity. Diversity in concerning about all these things. This is most important. Such diversities are not seen in other groups of the plants or any other object on the earth. Only in the case of the angiospermic plant shows great diversity. To study the angiospermic plants has to be need and observed keenly. Keenly means very curiously. बारकाईनं बघणं, काळजीपूर्वक बघणं, त्याचं निरीक्षण करणं, ऑब्झर्वेशन करणं, हे महत्त्वाचं आहे एंजिओस्पर्म. Why? For the well understand the characters from vegetative as well as floral parts of the plant twigs. And these characters are most important. Why? They are important and help in classification of the species, naming of the plants in the nomenclature system, and grouped into different categories. That categorization of the plants is called as classification. So knowledge of the taxonomy is very essential in this group. So the plant taxonomy is another part. Later we discuss in detail in the next lecture. Only taxonomy means what? So here the taxonomy in shortly that the arrangement of the plants and the classification of the plants by certain definite rules, regulations and their principles after the identification and the nomenclature. So plant identification is the most part important in the taxonomy. After that identification, nomenclature is another point. The identification has to be need the specific characters, and these specific characters has to be use a correct name. While nomenclature is governed by ICBN. What is this ICBN? International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. This International Code of Botanical Nomenclature has been set up by International Botanical Congress, that is the IBC, and it was regularized in 1950. This is the most important. We look at here, this is the angiospermic plants, and this angiospermic plant shows the two parts, mainly ground, above the ground level parts and the below the ground level parts. Generally, the plants have shows the root system below this ground level, and this root system is mostly either taproot system or adventitious root system. Taproot in the dicot plant and adventitious or fibrous root system in monocot plant. So depending upon the root system, we have to classify the whole angiosperms groups into these two root types. Then above ground level showing the branches and the twigs of the plant, and these twigs of the plant shows the stem, green structure. Stem is branched or unbranched, branched in dicot, unbranched in the monocot. Then lateral buds and terminal buds. Terminal bud shows growth of the plant continuously. Bilateral buds are important for the lateral branches and the increasing girth of the plants. So this is the most important. The lateral shoots are also developed. Leaf is the most important part in the vegetative characters. Leaves are generally bilateral structures, green in color, being a photosynthesis process. And third most important part is a reproductive structures called as flowers. These flowers are most important plant in the angiospermic plants. These flowers are either reproduced in axillary form, that means in axil of the leaf, or in the terminal of the shoot system or branch or twigs, depending upon which the arrangement. We discuss about the inflorescence types. Later we discuss in detail in inflorescence. So this is about the reproductive part of flower. Flower has to produce a stalk or without stalk. That stalk is called as a petiole. Without stalk it is called as a sessile flower. And these flowers constitute the four whorls, calyx, green colored petals, that is the corolla, then androecium and the gynoecium. So this is about the group of dominant angiosperms. Thank you.